So you think it's a good idea to put a cactus in a pot for any real extended period of time. In this video, I'm going to tell you and show you why it is a very bad idea to do so. While I go and plant this Aputuna microdasias, I think is what it's called. But yeah, this guy has been in this half whiskey barrel here for probably about 8-10 years now. Yeah, 8-9 years, whatever. Really long time. It's gotten big. Its roots are really developed and thick in there. It's been in this for a very long time. It's had multiple pruning backs. It's a beast. And because it's been in here so long, the barrel's kind of degraded a bit. It got dry and everything, and so trying to get it out of here is a real nightmare. So that's why I just ended up deciding to tear the whole barrel apart. It was basically scrapped anyway. It wasn't salvageable. So I just scrapped the whole thing. Sadly, during the scrapping process, you can see right here, a piece of the cactus broke off. Not a big deal really, but still kind of sucks. But yeah, so in trying to pull all this out, it has just been a real nightmare. These roots... the cactus itself and the roots and everything is just incredibly heavy. Like, you have no idea. They are very difficult to lift up. You can see, like, I'm going to start trying to clear off some of the rocks and some of the dirt on here, make it a little bit lighter, because bending over to pick this thing up is just a nightmare. I'm trying to figure out how to pick it up. You can't. You can't. You have to grab the base of the plant, which I luckily have some rubber gloves for this, because, it's this particular kind of cactus has a ton of little hairs. I always forget what they're called. They're like glaucoids or something like that. I don't know. But they are all over the place. So I'm trying to knock all this dirt off here and clean this up a bit. Make it, a little bit lighter. Like I said, those roots are really packed in there, so they do not want to come loose. But, yeah, so I got this picking up. Trying to get this all picked up here. Like I said, this thing is very heavy, so you're lifting it up, and it is not wanting to move. I'm also trying not to break off other large branches of it and everything, but it's more difficult than you'd think. You can see all this dust and everything coming off of it. Like I said, it's very dry. It's how you keep cactus. And then right here, you see all these little hairs and stuff flying at the camera. Those are all the little glaucoids, or the little hairs and everything. They are everywhere. As it's an older cactus, it's had a lot of these fall off. You can see it covering my gloves. If it wasn't for those are really nice solid rubber gloves that hold up pretty well to this stuff. If it wasn't for those, my hands would just be in constant pain. These aren't the kind that cause you a lot of long-term pain, more of just a minor discomfort, something that just really is bothering you, but it's not going to kill you or nothing. But as you can see, they just kind of fall off everywhere. So, even trying my absolute best, I still got covered in these things, because they just get blown in the wind, and they are everywhere. You can see them shaking off my gloves there. It is crazy. They suck. So, that's another reason you don't want to let that stuff build up too much, why you don't want to keep these things in pots. It's a nightmare. No cactus like this should ever be kept in a pot long term. I made the mistake. I'm dealing with that mistake. You see, I set it in the hole there for a second to see how it would fit well. The ground around my place is really hard, so digging a decent-sized hole isn't the easiest. So I had to put him in there, set him, see how he fit. He was a little high, so I pulled him out, cleaned off some of the dirt. He looks like he's fitting a little bit better now. I'm going to start trying to get him to set up a little bit more straight. He started to lean back for some reason. I guess because he lost all that weight on the one side to kind of keep him balanced. And this is where I'll get really bad covered in this stuff, because you can see, it'll start touching my arms and everything, because the pads just kind of flop around. It is just not great. But yeah, I'm moving those in there, trying to get it set up, trying to get it in a way that will keep it from falling over, which is a lot harder than you would imagine. But there you go. I'm trying to get it propped up. It's not wanting to work. Because you don't want this thing just lying on the ground. I mean, it could, but yeah, it looks nicer the other way. So that's what we're trying to get set up here. And again, it's been too long. It's set in a pot too big. If this was a smaller plant that I had just picked up and stuck straight in the ground, or even just kept it trimmed down a lot smaller, this wouldn't be as difficult as it is. But I finally managed to figure out how to get up behind it and set it up and everything. I pushed it up, just raking all that dirt and everything around this. I guess this is also kind of a tutorial on how to plant such a thing if you've already had it happen to you. So, what are you going to do? So you want to make sure you get all that planted in, or all that support extra there, or that extra support there, I should say. Get it all taken care of and try and get it balanced out well enough again. Because this stuff is it's a nightmare to deal with. And you do not want to, set this stuff down and then come back out the next day. Because, I had all these hairs in me. I was trying to get them out for literally days. So you just don't want to mess with this too much if you can avoid it. So you want to get in there, get it all leveled out, make sure you are completely happy with it, and then never touch it again. Because this thing, like I said, it's a nightmare. But what are you going to do? I've had it for a long time. This is one of the cactus I have had for the longest. I got this when I first moved out to Arizona back in 2009, I think, is when I moved out here. And we've kept it ever since. It's a really nice cactus. It flowers up beautifully. Bees love it. All kinds of different bees love to get into its flowers and everything. It's just a really nice cactus to have around here. And there we go. I got it kind of evened out there, looking good, standing up a little bit straighter. And trying to evaluate, make sure it looks how I want. Not like I'm going to do anything to change it at this point. And there we go. I got it.